then men's 3,000 metres.
Tell you soon.
So the full field in this under 16 3,000 metres: Jack Armstrong of Marcelin, Archibald Lawrence of St Joseph's, Xavier Renison St Patrick's College, Daham Diol of Mazenod College, Ben Sherman of Xavier College, Jack McLean Marcelin College, Aidan Dignan Frankston High School, Darcy Williams St Patrick's College, Douglas Buckeridge Northcote High School, Harry Chen Melbourne High School, Ben Ladbrook Ballarat High School, Josh Berry St Joseph's, Luca DeConza St Kevin's College, and Cameron Lee Melbourne High School. So a field of 14. And we strung out a little bit here, so it looks like the boys have put the pace on slightly on the first lap. That might be Aidan out in front of the 3,000 metres under 16 boys. So out in front now we have the St Joseph's athlete. There's Josh Berry setting a good tempo. Aidan Dignan there of Frankston High School was our early leader, and he's hanging on to that pace now, being picked up by Josh. Followed behind them is Douglas Buckeridge, Archibald Lawrence, and also it looks like Luca DeConza from St Kevin's. We'll check on them as they come through next lap, but they look like to be early 5 leaders. Possibly the Marcelin athlete there, Jack McLean, 6 on the track course. But we are spread out single file in this 3,000 metres, which tells you the pace is on. So Josh Berry leads them through here. They'll go in 1K under 3 minutes. Next in line will be Aidan Dignan. Then it will be Archibald Lawrence, Douglas Buckeridge, the St Kevin's athlete, and then it's Ben Sherman next on the track. Benjamin Sherman from Xavier College. That's your lead 6 in this 3,000 metres. The Mazenod tall athlete also in that group. That's Daham Dahol. So Berry has now dropped back into that group of 4, and it was our early leader, Aidan Dignan again, who's going to set the tempo at the front from Frankston High School. So Aidan Dignan here, they went through the first K just under 3 minutes, and he's now pushing the tempo out in front. Buckeridge is next from Northcote High School. They've had a busy weekend, the Northcote High School athletes. Another St Kevin's runner there, Luca DeConza. 12th is Berry, the other early leader, and he's been joined by St Joseph's teammate in Archibald Lawrence. Ben Sherman, we've seen some of his dangerous kicks in recent years. I believe he did one of those was last year in this under 15 3,000 version of the event. And he's still within striking range in 6th position. But it's the Frankston High School athlete at the moment in Dignan who wants to set the cracking tempo to drag these boys somewhere into those probably high 8 minutes to mid 8 minute pace for 3,000 metres. So we come through with 3 laps to go. Our leader on the track is still Aidan Dignan. Having a big luck over his shoulder there was Douglas Buckeridge. On his left-hand shoulder, he looked over. On his right-hand shoulder, he'll notice now Luca De Conza. There is now a pack forming behind them. In that pack is Josh Berry. There is Ben Sherman. Also in there is Diol, the other St Joseph's athlete in Lawrence amongst that group. But our leader still at the moment quite clearly is Dignan from Frankston High School. He's spread it out now to 20 metres. And that 20 metres is now De Conza in second spot. Two laps to go. Aidan Dignan is from Frankston High School. The group behind, though, are now closing in together. It's going to be a tight group, I think, when we get to our last lap. Luca De Conza, Douglas Buckeridge, Diol, it is the tall Mazenod figure. It looks like them. I've still missed one there amongst that group. Apologies. The old singlet hanging over the right-hand hip number makes it a little bit difficult. But out in front, Dignan's not worried about what's happening behind. He's now stretched out to 35 metres. The race on for second. They've switched order again, and that is Buckeridge and De Conza. But Diol's the one that I think will join them shortly. He's halved the gap from 40 metres to 20. So with 450 metres to go now, it's the Frankston High School athlete. He took the early lead. He was confident that he would be a winner today, and it looks like he, without doubt, will be. The gap is now 50 metres. He gets the bell in 7:46. Buckeridge has put 3 metres on De Conza, but do not count the St Kevin's lad out at all. Diol's the one, though, that I'd be fearing. Diol has halved the gap again. It's down to 15 metres. Half of 20 is not 15, but he's made it shorter. Behind them, it is then also another St Joseph's athlete in Josh Berry. Berry was one of our early leaders, and he's in a pack there that are chasing for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. But out in front, it's going to be all Aidan Dignan from Frankston. It's all about the time now. I reckon he might go around 8:30, 8:55. The race on for second, and that important spot for Cairns is on in earnest still, and that is Buckeridge and De Conza. Buckeridge, the boy from Northcote High School, as we said, they've had a very strong weekend, Northcote High, and here's another excellent result. But hitting the home straight now is your winner. That is Aidan Dignan. With 80 metres to go, he's still standing tall, running very strongly. Aidan Dignan takes another win for Frankston High School this weekend. Proud athletic history. Good program there from Chloe. Second across the line, it is going to be Buckeridge. He'll just hang on from Northcote High School. De Conza threw everything at him, but he couldn't quite. But he will pick up a medal for his hard work. Diol sat back in the early pack, but finishes a strong 4th. It's the St Patrick's College boy in Renison next. Sorry, it's actually Darcy Williams, the wrong one of the two I've picked there. Darcy Williams, the other St Patrick's boy. Josh Berry next after leading a long way. Ben Ludbrook, I missed you right through the call. Apologies, Ben. Jack Armstrong is next. Sherman's tied up a little bit. He was strong yesterday in his 1500, but not quite today in the 3000. Gutsy weekend from him. Archibald Lawrence from St Joseph's. Another Marsland finisher. Johnny Marr will be proud. Jack McLean. And then a couple of boys get the bell to go. As you can see, the way a couple of lie on the ground at the post that finish line, I think conditions have toughened up a little bit for our 3,000 metre runners.